just introduce you to a couple of my favorite friends. This is Vincent J. Adams and Keltic Vera. This is the first completely unscripted video we've ever done. I want you guys to recognize the break room at KRUD. You've never seen it before. This is the famous break room. But I think we should just start. Now, I don't know where we're going to start. Maybe I'll start. Maybe you'll start. Let's just see what in the world we're going to talk about today.
Are you going to be on camera? That's what I want to know.
Why do you want me on camera?
There he is. Well, we were talking about
sex
amongst, we were talking about McArthur Park, for one thing.
I love that song. Vincent loves it, too.
I do, too. Have you heard it yet? It's a
Quit making that face. You know that song. You have it on your iPod.
It's the guy with a what?
The guy with a terrible voice.
That is not a terrible voice.
It sounds like he's crying through the whole song. Is that the one?
That's the right song, but it ain't no terrible voice.
Oh, no. Is that what you mean?
Somebody left the cheeseburger out in the rain.
You have like, the cake one.
I don't think I can take it because Carl's Jr. closed.
So look straight in the camera and tell me you actually don't like that song. Can you actually do that in good conscience?
I think I like it because it's so weird. I can't help but be intrigued by it.
All right.
And he has this real like throaty or like really weird. I don't know. I remember. He reminds me of. It sounds like Dracula singing the song.
Dracula sucks, you know.
MacArthur's Park is melting in the dark. All is sweet green icing flowing down. I'm glad it's nighttime. I can come out. Is that Dracula's version of it? My apologies to the estate of Bela Lugosi for that really lousy impersonation.
Bela who?
Bela Lugosi.
Who's that?
He played Dracula, probably the most well-known Dracula.
Wow.
And he was in Plan 9 from Outer Space, too, wasn't he?
How old is this guy? He's never heard of Bela Lugosi. He had never heard MacArthur Park. Wait a minute. Have you heard of Jesus?
No.
He's an old guy, too. He's been around enough.
He'd never heard of Pat Boone, either.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
Pat who?
Now
that's that heavy metal singer. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Now I know what the confusion was. I was thinking of Daniel Boone when he said
Right.
Pat
Well,
Boone.
he is actually a distant relative of Daniel Boone. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
And he's probably watching right now. Not Daniel, Pat. Because
maybe even Debbie.
KRUD. Yeah. Maybe even.
Is Daniel Boone still alive?
No, he'd be
not only that, but he does screamo on K-Joy.
He'd be about 250 today if he was still alive.
Oh, he's not that big.
Even Fess Parker isn't still alive, and he played Daniel Boone on TV.
What about the robot from Lost in Space? Is he still alive?
Yes, he is.
All right. What is he doing nowadays? You should interview him sometime.
Oh, he's into heavy metal.
All right.
Have you told him about Uncle Woody?
I'm afraid to ask. Tell me about Uncle Woody.
Uncle Woody?
Yeah. The guy that does the bird voice.
Uncle Jimmy?
Uncle Jimmy.
Uncle Jimmy Boone. Yeah.
Who's Uncle Woody?
Yeah. That's another story. We can't tell that one. Tell me.
Did you?
No, I don't know.
Webster. You know who Webster Webfoot is?
It wasn't on my channel or something. But I know who he is, and he's definitely my era. Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me more.
Okay. Well, he's a bud of ours.
He's a bud of yours?
A bud of ours, yeah.
We called just to talk to him. He wants him to help him with promotion.
Donald Duck called you the other day, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he use foul language?
Oh! Awesome. You know all kind of famous and infamous people.
Did I mention that you went shopping with Paul Newman one time?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's intrigued. You are on camera. Tell us the story of how you went shopping with Paul Newman.
See, what you do is you just tell the story like that, but you never unpack it. I did go shopping with Paul Newman. I used to live in Connecticut. He used to live in Connecticut.
Do you know who Paul Newman is?
You've heard of Paul Newman. He was the other guy that sang with John, Paul, George, Ringo, right?
Is he the race car driver?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, the race car driver.
That's not the Paul Newman you're talking about?
Well, he did drive race cars, but he was more known for being an actor.
He makes salad dressing, but he wouldn't be caught dead eating his stuff.
He was an actor?
Actually, he is dead. He's still dead, though, right?
Isn't this great? Yeah. He was a race car driver. He was an actor, too.
I thought he was a race car driver.
He probably was.
Vincent's so young. Anyway, you were shopping.
I was shopping. Shopping center in Connecticut, and here comes Paul Newman walking down the sidewalk with no bodyguards, no wife, nothing, just walking by like anyone else. Said hi, I said hi, and we went our separate ways. So I just say I went shopping with Paul Newman. That means we went shopping at the same time. Doesn't mean we have a deep and profound relationship like you do with Keltic Ken, But sometimes I just like to brag.
Or like he does with Captain and Tenille.
Yes, he does.
That's
He
not
went bowling
bragging.
with the Captain and Tenille. This guy, get his autograph right now. He went bowling with the Captain and Tenille. Now you have just enough time to tell that story.
I and my wife and my daughter.
Your wife and your daughter are not named Captain and Tenille. Quit doing that.
They did go bowling with Captain and Tenille.
Okay.
And my wife beat them.
I bowled 301.
How is that possible, Dave?
How can you bowl 300 and lose? You get it?
I get it.
All right. Now tell your story before we run out of video. Got to reload some more film into this
It's
thing.
a good thing you're not choking over
I
there.
hope this is my hair.
No, that's Madeline.
Not if it's out of your nose.
That's Madeline Murray.
Who's Madeline Murray's? Oh, hair! That's an airport in Chicago.
Ken went shopping with the Captain and Newman.
Captain Newman. They listened to the radio station I worked at in Lake Tahoe. You know, they heard me, but they really liked the guy who was on Doing the Weather with me, Vince Sauer. They liked him so much they composed and recorded a theme song for him, which I got to feature on my program. Anyway, so they came down and they were going, "Hey, it's the celebrity," and I go, "No, you're the celebrity." Anyway, so we all ended up going bowling in Lake Tahoe one night, and that's pretty much it.
Get his autograph now. Get the lead out first, and then get his autograph. That is awesome. What's your story, Vincent? What kind of famous people have you hung out with?
You know the guy from
No, we don't. Never heard of him.
that Dances with Wolves, that Indian, and he goes 1G, 1G.
You serious?
I walked by, I rubbed shoulders with him at the Fresno Fair.
You went like this at the Fresno Fair? Didn't you get arrested for that? I mean, that's a little weird, dude. You don't even know the guy, and you're like going like this. You're like, oh man.
It all happened so fast.
So since I've never seen the movie, you don't mean Kevin Costner.
You have never seen Dances with Wolves?
I haven't.
That's a missionary training clip.
It
really is.
How
I'm
so?
serious. Well, Vincent's seen it, right?
Well,
it's about being an incarnational missionary.
Oh, okay.
Living among the people.
Okay,
taking on their dress.
So it's not. Some Christians would probably say it's all New Agey or something, wouldn't they?
Christianity is the original New Age.
Did you come on camera and expound on that?
No. The kingdom was called the New Age. So the New Age is dawned when Jesus came. And all the other New Age, that's just counterfeit stuff.
Amen.
Hey, women.
Like I said, Vincent, he's the most orthodox heretic I've ever met.
How many green Chinese pots are in a dozen? Quick.
Pardon me?
How many green Chinese pots are in a dozen? That's an old George Carlin line. I figured you know that.
12.
He is an orthodox theologian, isn't he? George Carlin, remember him from KRDU?
Well, he was a theologian, but he was a tad unorthodox.
Yeah, I know Tad too. Tad's a good guy. He is. He's watching right now. He's a friend of mine.
Tad and orthodox.
I have a student named Tad. He's watching right now. Say hi, Tad.
Hi, Tad.
Hi, Tad.
We're going to show that in class. This clip in class.
Are you going to show this in class?
Yeah.
As an example of what?
That you can make spontaneous videos and have a whole lot of fun.
Do you think they're of interest to anyone?
We're about to find out.
We watched him eat. That's no small thing.
Last chance, Vince. What is the best song ever written? Besides the ones you wrote.
The best song ever written.
That's what I said. You're not supposed to repeat that. You're supposed to name the song. Unless the song is called the best song ever written.
Oh boy.
You don't like that song.
The best song
Buddy
ever
Holly. Yeah, that was a great song.
You wrote that song? The best song
no,
ever
you said
written?
the best song ever written. You said was Oh Boy. All of my love, all of my kissing. You don't know what you've been missing.
I'm rubbing shoulders with this guy.
With me, oh boy, oh boy. All the world could see that you were meant for me.
The best song ever recorded and performed was Twist and Shout by the Beatles, but they didn't write it.
The Beatles, that was the group Paul Newman was in, right?
The best song ever written might be Across the Universe.
Now, how could someone write it across the universe? Why didn't they write it in